Yo, what up? This your boy Yavis, and this right here is Church on Kingsrowe. This right here is a special edition because it's Black History Month, and we got 29 days this year. So man, we're gonna do it big, definitely this year. But that being said, I want to talk about some notable figures who have really changed history. Because African American history is not just for African Americans. I mean, you have Africans and black people all over the diaspora of the world who have changed, you know what I'm saying, science, mathematics, who have changed the economic structure of societies, who have really done things to really change the whole social fabric and thought process of even how we live our everyday life now. So we may not think about it, the inventions or the actual intellectual property that's been put forth from Africans and African Americans all across the world who have shaped society and how we see it today. Cool? So with that being said, we're going to talk about Dr. Charles Drew. Now Dr. Charles Drew, he was a physician and medical researcher. And what he did was he worked in the field of blood and blood transfusion. The reason he was so significant in that field is because he developed and created techniques that helped us deal with blood transfusion, and most of all, the donation of blood. During World War II, his techniques, his thought process was one that really helped to save a lot of lives, because the techniques that he used helped people be able to obtain blood transfusions, but also be able to store blood so that it can be used for those transfusions. Before then, the idea of having large-scale blood banks was never even thought of. But Dr. Charles Drew wanted people to realize that, for one, African American blood and white blood and Asian blood and all these other races of blood, there's no blood that's inferior to another. And at the time, science was being used to really cultivate this lie without there being any hard evidence of that statement. So what Dr. Charles Drew did was he protested against this. And he was able to create developments and studies that proved that myth to be wrong. In 1943, he became the first black surgeon to serve as an examiner on the American Medical Board. His work with other people in the medical field in America, as well as in Britain, in the field of blood plasma, were kind of one of the things that really helped lead us to be able to do what we do today, to have blood transfusion, for people to get bone marrow transplants. All these things were things that derived from the thought process of Dr. Charles Drew. Now, ironically, in 1950, Dr. Charles Drew was involved in an auto accident. And due to the fact that he was a black man and a white hospital would not service him, he had to be taken to a further hospital and died on the way to that hospital due to the complications of the car accident. The white hospital didn't believe that black men, black women, black children could receive transplants from white donors. So the same thing that Dr. Charles Drew spent his whole life trying to teach people and educate people about was ironically the same thing that he passed away from. So with that being said, big shouts out to Dr. Charles Drew. May he rest in peace. We thank him for his contribution, not only to African American history, but to world history. I'm your boy Yavis Luther King, and I'm out.